But then I realized I'm kind of like an all or nothing person, so I know I'd like be walking in the park with my friends and a bug would fly in my mouth, and I'd be like, oh fuck, it's over. Might as well go get a 12-ounce sirloin. My mom was a vegan. She's been a vegan for 20 years. She got converted after watching factory farming videos, and I always wondered if I could convert her back by like showing her videos of roosters pegging out children's eyeballs. Bad people on both sides, okay? Some people are pescatarians, which means they won't eat any meat except fish, because fish are stupid, I guess. That's usually the reason. Which means they should also be able to eat like exceptionally stupid chickens. That should be a category of the store for animal conscious people, like cage-free, free-range, and dumbass. These chickens weren't going to contribute to society anyway. I have a lot of friends who are gay. I don't have a segue for this, but a lot of them are gay or in the LGBT community. Sometimes we call our friend group LGBTN because a lot of them are gay and I am Marcus. That is what I contribute to the group. A lot of them used to tell like homophobic jokes in high school, and then they all grew up and turned out to be gay. I went through a similar transformation. I used to tell racist jokes in high school, and then I turned out to be black. So, we gotta watch out for karma. It'll get you. I have a grandpa who's super anti-LGBT. He lives in Florida. And if you guys didn't know this, weed is actually illegal in Florida unless you have like a medical reason, such as wanting to smoke weed. So he goes to this medical dispensary, and they started putting up like LGBT flags everywhere, and he was really pissed, and he called me. He was like, Marcus, they put a bunch of gay shit at the dispensary. I can't go there anymore. And what does it even mean, LGBT? And he managed to figure out LGB on his own, but he was like, what does the T stand for? So I told him it stood for the troops. Because, he needs his fucking weed, he has chronic back pain. So, I told him it was a movement meant to bring the people together. Lesbians, gays, bisexuals, and our beloved American troops. That's what it is. See, I've had trouble waking up for work recently. I usually I hear my alarm and then I go back to sleep. I've been late a couple times. And I found out a method that is good for helping you wake up in the morning, but it only works if you have roommates or people like you're not completely comfortable with. So what I did is I changed my alarm sound so that the first 7 seconds was just like a little jazzy tune. Do, wake up. Do, wake up, motherfucker. And then after that, it's just me loudly masturbating for like 10 minutes. So what this does is every morning, as soon as I wake up and hear that little jazzy tune, I immediately have a panic attack because I know that I only have 7 seconds before my roommates think I'm beating my dick at 7 in the morning. So just fucking rush to turn it off. And then I'm wide awake and ready for my day. So it works out. This one's fun. I was reading H.P. Lovecraft recently. Some of you might know where this is going already. And if you don't know Lovecraft, he's a horror author. He wasn't really known during his life, but then he did the best marketing stunt that an artist could do, and he died. So now everyone reads his shit. And my friend saw me reading him, and he was like, hey man, you shouldn't read Lovecraft. He's kind of problematic. And I was like, why? And he was like, well, he had a cat named Nigger. And that's true, I looked it up, he did. That would be a really weird thing for my friend to lie about. He's white, so what the fuck? But my question was like, did the cat come like that, or did he name the cat that? Because if the cat was just used to, you can't change his name, but if the cat came and his name was like Luna, and Lovecraft was like, oh no, that won't do. Like, what the fuck? I will say that is a cat you cannot lose. nigga. It's all downhill from there. Do one more. I think the age of consent should be higher, or not higher, but I think there should be an extra layer of protection, because I don't like how on the midnight of your 18th birthday you go from innocent child to anal with Leonardo DiCaprio. It's a very sudden shift. So I think there should be like an IQ of consent or something. And I thought about this as I was hanging out at my college, and I overheard this woman. She was talking to her friend, and she was like, hey, if I got 2 positive pregnancy tests, does that mean I have twins? And I was like, who fucked you? That should be illegal. So I would make the IQ of consent like 82. That would be a good number. People under 82 can still fuck each other. It's not like eugenics. It's just you can't be 110 with a 77 in that. That would be statutory. It would be like grooming to take somebody on a date to the library. You know? Go over there and read books until you're smart enough to suck my dick. I'll land on a one-liner. It's my favorite. What do you call it when Santa Claus doesn't hire any black elves? Saint Nicholas. All right. Thank you.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Oh, come on. That was pretty lame. What's going on, everybody? That's good. That's good. I'm just going to start out by talking about myself, because that's what we do, you know. I picked up a few bad habits during COVID that I haven't been able to kick yet. Like, it wasn't the usual ones. Like, I didn't subscribe to anyone's OnlyFans. You know, I didn't start making porn. My wife and I did. We kept it together. Bonding time, you know? Good quality time. No, I'm kidding. We did. I started making racist playlists. I know you're asking yourself, what is a racist playlist? Well, the cover is a picture of me in a do-rag, watermelon in one hand, a blunt in the other. And then all the songs in the playlist are country. Then I post it, and I title it, Out the Streets. And I just sit back and watch the comments roll in. People hated it. I loved it. I had a good time. I was like, oh. I had a good time. No. My wife and I were thinking about having kids, you know, soon. And I told her, we should have a couple kids. We should adopt a kid, too. We should adopt a mixed baby, though. That way when we're out in public, people are like, oh, he's so cute. He looks just like the both of you. And I can be like, this little nigga's adopted. You know? You look stupid right now. How can you not tell? No. I don't know. To me, it's funny because like we're doing good, but there's a little joke in there as well. It's funny to me. I don't know. Might not be to anybody else, but it's funny to me. No, my wife's a snow bunny. If you don't know what a snow bunny is, it's a white girl who only dates black guys. But technically, I'm her first black guy, so she was just kind of dabbling a little bit. But I sealed the deal, you know. I did seal the deal on this one. No, she wants me to be more hood, and I'm not very hood. Like, you guys can see me, I'm 50-50. Like, I grew up in a predominantly white neighborhood. You know, I like country. That's why I have a playlist, you know. No, she wants me to do the hood shit. I'm not that hood. Like, my dad's black and my mom's white. My dad worked in corporate, so he didn't pass down like how to be a real nigga. Like, he taught me how to tie a tie, but not a do-rag. The first time I wore a do-rag, I had to Google how to tie a do-rag. I learned. It's pretty nice. I'm just saying, it's pretty nice. No, he didn't pass down how to do hood, you know. So I had to learn it all on my own. But I had my do-rag on the other night. My wife comes out, she's like, ooh, around. You should go get your gun and click it around for me. I was like, first off, no one says click it around. Secondly, I've taken Hunter's safety. You keep that shit pointed in the safe direction, you know. Ain't clicking around shit. I did pull it out. I checked, it was unloaded, it was at the ground the whole time. I was like, she's like, it's not the same. I want you to wave it in the air. I'm not that good, you know? Not that good. I got a friend who's going through a divorce. It's rough seeing people go through a divorce, you know? You get lawyers involved, they're always fighting. I should really call him an acquaintance, because ever since the divorce, he's been hitting on my wife. I wasn't worried about it, because she's a snow bunny, he's white. I'm like, man, no big deal. But he's like, you know what? If I can a little, still you're a girl. I was like, yeah, whatever. You're a ginger, you're not going to get that tan. We saw him like 2 weeks later. That nigga was tan. Spray tan or something, I don't know what it was. He was dark. I started getting a little bit worried, and I was like, it's okay. It's not the skin color that keeps the girls around, you know? It's a little bit more down here, if you know what I mean. It's like, nah, good luck, buddy, you know? I did find myself doing some embarrassing shit in front of my wife, though. Like, I was manscaping, she caught me. It wasn't that she caught me manscaping, it was like how I was manscaping that she caught me. It wasn't just like, no, I was shaving my ass, okay? I was shaving my ass. And I had 3 mirrors assisting me in said shaving, okay? It wasn't just a normal, no. I was lining up the mirrors, I was bending over, and I was like, and she walked in, and was like, oh shit. She's like, you look like a bitch right now. Like, I feel it. I do. I feel it. So I decided I gotta do some more manly shit, you know. I'm gonna start taking MMA classes, learn how to fight, learn how to be a real nigga, you know? She's like, oh, you're just gonna go roll around with men for an hour. I can't win, you know? I can't win. I don't know what to do. Don't know what to do. I'm not that good. No, I don't like how everyone complains about everything anymore. Like, everyone complains. Nothing is good enough for anyone. Like, I was in line at Starbucks the other day, you know, doing my white people shit, getting my iced coffee, and a lady came in. She was complaining from the start. Prices were too high. The baristas weren't fast enough. She finally ordered her drink, and she moved down the line, but she was doing the Karen stance looking at her. She was like, she's making faces at people in line like they were agreeing with whatever she was thinking. But she finally went up to the counter and she's like, I'm so sorry. Can you just put the ice, the almond milk, and then the espresso? I need it in that order because my OCD is just gonna kill me. I was like, no, you're just a bitch. You know? I decided she's gonna start walking around blaming her shit on OCD. I'm gonna start walking around and just pull my dick out. And like, I'm so sorry. It's just my BBC. Seems like it's the same thing to me, you know? while we're on the topic of dicks, I think Apple should come out with a condom. You know, all their other things pair so flawlessly with your phones. You have the headphones, you know, the AirPods, and they just hold it up by your phone and it ding, pairs automatically. I think if they did make a condom, it would come in that nice little white box with sexy clear wrapper. You're like, ooh. So pristine. You open it up, you hold it by your dick, it's like bing, pairs automatically. I don't know about you guys, but I would buy an Apple condom. That's my time. Have a good one. God bless.
What's up, my crackers? I knew you were feeling left out. My set is also about being really old. No, I'm just kidding. It's September now, which means it's officially the season of America's spookiest holiday, besides Election Day. Halloween is my favorite holiday because, well, say for Christmas, the true spirit of Christmas is to love your family. The true spirit of Halloween is to hit mailboxes with baseball bats. And I think that's a lot fucking cooler. The U.S. was thinking of holidays and thought, let's do a silly one. And then gave it to the devil. Best publicity he's ever gotten, by the way. You give kids pounds of candy and tell them the devil's in it. I'm surprised more crosses aren't turned upside down. Halloween's been kind of tricky for me because of the inflation. The prices of razor blades are insane now. I've resorted to putting in paper clips into children's candy instead. Thanks, Biden. You know, it's a lot of work. You gotta melt the candy down, put in the paper clips, pull the candy back up, wrap it back up in its original wrapper, and at the end of the day, I don't even get to see the good joke on it. But what can I say? I'm a patriot. For Halloween, I'm dressing up as Ronald Reagan. So here's something really scary, is being dangerous on the road. For example, pedestrians do not have the right of way while I'm driving because I'm bigger than them in my car. And if I'm going 60 miles an hour down, say, a residential area, you should not be using the crosswalk. That's dangerous and somebody could get hurt. Deer always have the right of way while I'm driving. They kill almost 400 people every year in the U.S. That's almost 4 times as much as me. Have you ever been so scared that you sprint head-on into rushing traffic? I have. Trying to swerve around one is like playing the game Sharks and Minnows, except the shark doesn't care whether you or it lives or dies. And really, that's what the true spirit of Halloween is all about. I had a transition joke, but I'm not confident in it anymore, so I'm just going to move on to the next part of the set. What's your least favorite pizza topping?
Green peppers.
Oh, green peppers? Yeah, those taste whack. My least favorite pizza topping is poison. Because, well, I'm immensely afraid of dying. Thinking about it keeps me up at night. Can't go to sleep. I know that's practice for. Being afraid of death is like, it's a good fear. You know, you can be proud of it. There's other fears like public speaking or abandonment that aren't as real. Like for public speaking, what's the audience going to do? Judge me to death? I'd like to see you try. And for abandonment, what are your friends and family going to do? Leave you to death? Not if you emotionally distance yourself first. Being afraid of death is also good because you can't reassure me about it, which is exactly what you want when you're looking for a life problem. When you're afraid of dying, there's only 2 routes you can go. 1, appreciate the beauty of the world, which is super lame. Or 2, develop an addiction. which is super expensive. Especially if your addiction is putting razor blades in children's Halloween candy. I remember how it started for me. I was 7 years old, and I was crying because I was thinking about it. And I cried up to my mom, "Mom, life is so beautiful, yet so fleeting. Why must we be tortured with an existence knowing it'll inevitably end?" I was a precocious child. And my mom, she wiped the tears from my face and rubbed my head and looked at me in the eyes and she said, and I'll never forget this, she said, "Oh, you're fine." And then turned on ABC's The Middle. And I wasn't old enough to start drinking yet, so that problem stuck with me. My solution to it all, and I'm just a humble guy, is to be remembered until the end of time. And I'm banking on the set getting there, helping with that, so please vote for me and stuff. Okay. I have another thing I haven't done yet, so I'm just going to do that also. You're welcome. I think the best thing that white women have invented, besides Botox, are those personality tests. There's just something so satisfying about taking the entire birth of human existence and shoving them into hyper-relatable boxes. Oh, you don't spend any money because you're a 5A. Back in my day, like 4 years ago, they would just call you poor. And you would internalize that and work it out in therapy 4 years later. I took a personality test and it came back negative. The doctor said as a note that doing stand-up comedy doesn't count. To retaliate, I made my own personality test. You can be 4 things. You can be a bitch ass, a shithead, a cocksucker, or a motherfucker. The test is really simple. All you do is go to Boston, and it's whatever one you get called first. For example, I'm a shithead cocksucker because subways are confusing to me, and I look like I would. Alright, thank you.
P. Diddy. How y'all seen P. Diddy shit? Diddy, man, that's crazy shit, ain't it? $1,000 of baby oil. Did y'all see that? He found $1,000 of baby oil in his house. Now, I'm no mathematician, but I do have a child, right? And you know how long it takes to get rid of $1 of baby oil? My daughter's 3 years old, I'm still on the first bottle of baby oil. I did the math. This nigga got 116 years worth of baby oil in this goddamn house. Everything in this thing house non-stick. Start every goddamn way. Shit. Start down the goddamn stairs and shit. It's crazy, man. Feel like we don't take STDs seriously anymore. Wild transition, right? Now blame Magic Johnson. Because they didn't die like you're supposed to. And then once he didn't die, he was like, fuck it, right? Fuck it. Let's do it. And the other thing I want to blame it on is the damn HIV commercials. Y'all see them shits? Y'all see the HIV commercials, PrEP commercials? They so goddamn happy. I ain't never seen no niggas happy to having the STDs in my life, nigga. You're supposed to be mad at this motherfucker, but nah, you tandem bike riding with this bitch across the mountain. I ain't never been tandem bike riding with a bitch. Didn't give me no STD. With an STD, shit, I shake that bitch off the back of that motherfucker. Watch her roll down the goddamn hill. It's crazy as hell, man. Election coming up where my truck was at. That's a lying motherfucker. Every time I ask it to a group of white people, that's how I know y'all doing some wrong shit. Right? Because y'all already did that shit. I said I'm voting for Kamala Harris. I'm gonna do it. Just because she's black, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna do that shit. Anybody vote for Kamala? See how they try to make vote? Anybody vote for Donald Trump? Nobody? Fuck him. Oh, you? Okay, we're good then. We're good. That shit was fucked up. But hey, it wasn't his fault though. Can't nobody win an argument against a black woman. Like that shit crazy. Ain't that right, big dog? You can't. No, right? It's crazy, man. Man, when Trump, hey, you know, I know that all y'all voted for Trump. Did y'all see that fucking line when he came here?
Oh, okay.
That line was 3 miles long. 3 miles long to see this motherfucker. And I know some of y'all was in that line. I ain't mad at you. It's a long ass line to vote for this motherfucker. And they just let me know we too full as a city, goddamn. Tell y'all cousins to stop moving here. It's too many motherfuckers. I look at all this traffic, this shit's getting on my nerves. I hate all this traffic, man. And it's causing all these problems, man. It's causing all these homeless problems, all these homeless people around here. I fucking hate the homeless. Anybody hate the homeless? No, just me. Okay, fuck them. Taking over the city, man. I'm telling you right now, this is why I hate the homeless, because they liars. They liars. They lie all the time. I'm telling y'all about one particular homeless nigga that I know, and y'all don't know him too. When you go getting off the exit at Wealthy Street, it's this homeless nigga that's right here on the left. Y'all see him? He's in a wheelchair. You know him as your cousin or some shit? I see this nigga though, for real, he in a wheelchair. And I pulled up to the light one time, and about this exit, it's the longest fucking light in Grand Rapids. I swear to God it is. This shit long as hell, baby. You know what I'm talking about. And she's so long, man. I looked at the light, and I looked at him, and I looked at the light, and I looked at him. I said, nigga, I ain't control this light, nigga. He looked at me and said, young blood, you got a nice vehicle, man. I know you got $5 to give me. I said, how dare you assume that because I'm driving a nice vehicle that I got $5 to give your wheelchair ass? And I folded. I said, you know what? I got $5 to give you. If you can get up and get it. Don't you know you got to put your ass up and can't got the money? Because I'm in a wheelchair. Yeah, I can't walk. Too shame, bitch ass nigga. That's insensitive now. You're not supposed to call them homeless. That's offensive. Did y'all know that shit? It's offensive now. That's their nigga. That's their word. Everybody got a word these days. Everybody got a word that they're offended by. And I found this shit out downtown one time. I was downtown and I seen this homeless nigga. And I said, what's up, homeless nigga? And he said, sir, that is offensive. I said, what, nigga? He said, no, I'm not that far. You good. I said, okay. He said, homeless. I said, homeless. I was like, oh. He said, homeless, how is that offensive? He said, young brother, the word is unhoused. Y'all know that shit? This is a real thing. I'm teaching y'all some shit. The word is unhoused, young man. And he gave me a cute ass little homeless description. He said, the word is unhoused because the house is just a structure, and that is what I'm without. That was little homeless in the chest. He said, home. Home is where heart is. I said, that's cute as fuck, man.